Now hold it.
Holding.
Let it out.
Out.
Take it down.
Holding.
Let it out.
Out.
Take it down and hold it. You're going to feel it go to the floor.
Holding.
Alright, pump it up. See if we can get something out of this. Not getting any better.
It got better.
Okay.
I just don't know if it's where it should be at.
Yeah, I hear you on that. Try pumping it up a couple times. See if it makes any difference.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that worked.
Oh, yeah.
Great, great.
It's pretty much.
We are still going to have some air in the front, but that might work its way out.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
Good, good.
Alright guys, so as you saw, we were working on the brakes. We got new pads on the front, new hoses on the front, and then we got them all bled. So Wayne's down there working on the O2 sensor right now. Can't really see too much. So we're looking good to get this thing out and test drive it today. Alright guys, so before I go on a test drive, I just want to check the fluids, make sure that we're good there. Even though I dumped oil all over, it looks like it might be alright. We're over full. Good enough for me. Where am I supposed to be at?
Over the...
No, we're not even at the full mark. We're a quarter inch below the top of the full mark.
Yeah, I would put a little bit more in there, yeah.
What's that? Some Lucas? Sounds like a good idea to me.
That does sound like a great idea.
Put some Lucas in there, just to solve some problems maybe before they happen. We should have done that last night and let the bottle sit in, because now it's going to take forever. But we're going to work on the thermostat housing anyway. Thermostat housing, we fired it up and we just heard like a vacuum leak, but like cooling gurgle. And we don't know if it's the thermostat housing or the gasket yet. We're going to work on that right now.
Yeah, let's do that quick before we take it out.
Is that stuff like resistant to everything? Coolant, oil?
Usually, yes.
Hillbilly engineer.
There you go. Now you got a brand new gasket. Not really supposed to use this on here, but we are.
Just wipes right off. Man, we're minutes away from the first test drive. Does it take you back in time, working on your parents' truck and in their driveway, trying to replace cylinder heads?
Yeah, you were with me on that.
Yeah,
one.
Started raining.
We had tarp for it up.
Oh my god.
Doing cylinder heads in a driveway.
I still don't understand why we didn't do them here.
And I had the garage up all the way.
Yeah,
I only had one bay.
Yeah.
I think we had something else in it. Or we didn't want to tie up my garage or something for them.
So we just fired it up and we noticed a trail.
Want to show it? right there's where they're leaking. I can see all the rust on them.
I don't know if I can. Let me zoom in and show you guys.
Oh, these got stupid ends.
Right there. So I backed it out and we ran out of gas on the way out. And then Wayne's like, hey, you have a trail here. And I'm like, okay. So I'll show it to you guys. It's leaking all the way. You know, we had a huge puddle there. We don't plan on keeping this tranny. I don't know. I'm gonna talk to Wayne, see what we get figured out. All right, guys, we're driving I hear something in the left front. Sounds like a heat shield or something's hitting. But the steering's pretty decent, and yeah. Well, boys, you can see that piece of junk parked at the top of the driveway. She is not doing good, boys. She is not doing good. Here is the big puddle we had. We want to know if this tranny is good or not, and so we looped the lines. Now, I'm not going to run it like that. I'm going to get lines once I figure out if this tranny is good or not. All right, so I went on a test drive, and I came to an intersection. I came to a T where I should have never been. I should have never went there not knowing the vehicle, and I did, and I went on a busy road, and it pulled up on the road, and it stalled, and I couldn't put it in neutral and go backwards. I couldn't get it fired up. Finally, I figured out the only way this thing will start is full throttle, which is floodplain mode. It cuts off the injectors, and then it would pour black smoke out. So it's running, I don't know that it's running rich, but well, it's running rich, but I don't think it's I think it's an ignition problem. So I didn't want to put money into this motor because I didn't plan on keeping it, but I want to know if that tranny is good or not. So we're going to try to get this motor in running condition, good running condition, and then at least when I sell it, I can sell it knowing that it is a good motor as well. So that's how it went down, and it didn't go down good, and I couldn't get it. I had to keep neutral dropping it to get it to go because I had to give it throttle. So it was just a whole huge mess. So Wayne's going through his hoard to see what we have, but I'm going to order new plugs, of course. We're not going to put used plugs in it, and I think I'm going to have to order wires. We might have a cap and rotor. Depending on what the price is, I'll just get new ones. I'm sure they're not much anyway. But it seemed okay-ish until it got hot, so we're kind of thinking maybe it has an ignition module issue, possibly. But anyway, so that's where we're at now, boys. And it's not a Chevy problem. It was neglected. This truck was neglected. So I know these TBI motors don't run that great to begin with, but this truck was just neglected. As you can see, the steps we're taking in the videos, nobody took care of this thing at all.
Computer for one. We got throttle body. We got a couple of them.
Yeah, but what are they? They have to be 5.7 because of the injectors.
They are 5.7s.
Oh, okay.
They're all for those 5.7s and all that.
Oh, the ones out back?
Yep. And I had extra rotors.
We'll see how good they look. We'll see how much new ones are.
That one's I won't reuse, but that one's not bad. If you want to save money, we got this cap.
Look good.
That's a used cap. These are aftermarket ones that were just pulled. That's actually not too bad. That one's like really good.
All right, so we got a cap rotor.
We got a cap rotor. We can try stealing.
Do we have a coil and modules?
If we want to start guessing, I got two coils. I got ignition, that module there. Evap stuff, another module to try guessing if we're just going to guess. I got, okay, different distributors here. Ignition modules. More TBI stuff. Map sensors. Another one of them. I'll just keep them all together.
If you guys remember why I said I bought a Chevy because Wayne's got a bunch of parts laying around, well, there they are. So, and that's just a tip. We have two whole motors out back that are junk. They spun rod bearings, which is why I didn't want to keep this one, because I'm worried about that happening, and I wanted to sell it before that happened, so someone else could get some use out of it possibly. But so my twin's in here, which is his brother Jake's truck, and this is an 88. It's the exact same setup as mine, except it's a 3500 dually two-wheel drive. But I wouldn't mind stealing this cab and front end off of this thing. It looks pretty nice, huh?